December, right on my core. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? And how are you? I hope everything with you is copacetic. With no further ado, it's a lot I want to talk about, so let's just get to it. We had a long night with recordings, so let's just get this done. And this is about Cassie. And it came to me yesterday evening sometime. I was minding my business as always. And then, always thinking about who to read on, what to read on, what people want to hear, what they want to know. And all of a sudden it says, what do you think is going on in Cassie's marriage after all of this debacle? I was like, oh, that's a good thing to read on. Oh my God. And so I began to see who's talking about it. And I turned on a station and there it was. Not big yet, but it was someone talking about it. Today I went back, it's even more people talking about it. But it was on my mind, but this is it. So I just really want to go in and tell you what I do know. This is what I heard. Our husband is having a hard time adjusting to the 10 men that she has slept with. Yes. I'm thinking it could be more than that. I'm thinking that I think he's having a hard time of all the things that he's heard. I also heard allegedly that he too has been with men, have sexual encounters with men. And he's having a hard time adjusting to the 10 other men. This is where I am. What did you think?
For real.
When you were sleeping with her, there had to be residue of this in her still, because she stayed for 10 years and maybe with her husband, the reality is, maybe you want out and you want 10 of that million. Because what did you think? What did you think when she told you these stories?
That's true.
What did you think? Her leaving at 29, 30, 31. What did you think? I mean, I'm just trying to get a picture in my mind to why is it that her husband is having a hard time digesting when you knew?
Yes.
You knew that she was a prostitute. And if you don't like that, she was a whore. If you don't like that, she was a slut. If you don't like, I don't know, what was you thinking? High class?
She was high class.
High class. I ain't going to take that from her. And everybody's saying, is this going to affect her? It already affected her. Of course. Anything that has to deal with sex and debauchery is going to affect your life.
It is.
She's got girls. Does she have a boy?
Let's see.
But I know, didn't she just have a girl? She's got a lot of work cut out for her. And this stuff, and the reason why, in my opinion, and this is all my opinion, when she said that she thought that Diddy was going to come after her and take her out, kill her, because she knew she was lying.
Yes.
She knew she was lying. And Diddy ain't trying, if that's how he felt, he wouldn't have gave you 20 million. He gave you 20 million to be quiet. But you went for whatever reason and you went and talked. And so you did this to yourself, thinking you're going to take down Diddy. But like my grandmama told me, the same edge that you went to stab somebody else with, there's another one that you have to stab yourself with. It's a two-edged sword. And so people are saying, well, she's going down. Of course. She used him and she blamed him. And you was there even coming back at the end for a refill. So I want the men to come forth, not because I want to tear down Cassie, but because what's fair is fair. If she did wrong, she ought to be judged. And I'm so sick and tired of women defending the men and never ever taking accountability for what we do as women.
Yes.
Some of us women are crudball bitches. I'm sorry. Some of us are heartless. Some women are heartless. Don't have a man and don't want you to have one. Heartless. Some women are just as jacked up as men. And it's like we want to just blow over them because they're women.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No. We have to be accountable. And if we're going to be fair in this country, we got to look out for the men, because the men are becoming more and more sensitive while the women are becoming more and more masculine.
Yes.
And in this case, I just see a masculine woman at play.
Oh.
She did it her way. She emasculated men.
She did.
And we want to act like, well, they knew better. Well, if you could say that about her, say that about him. I don't have nothing. I'm just being honest. And you may not like my honesty, but if we're going to change and we want to make the world a better place, we got to change within ourselves. You know, what's good for you is good for me. I'm a helpmate. In other words, anything you could do, I could do. Some things I could do better than you, and some things you could do better than me. Some things you just got an edge on me because you're a male. And some things I got an edge on you because I'm female. But at the end of the day, it all balances itself out. And we had the transsexuals to prove that.
Yeah, we do.
What do you think, baby Crone?
Yes, most definitely.
So no, I feel as though when she spoke, I don't know why. She could have been forced. She'd been coerced to do it. I don't know why. She got the money. I don't know why she just didn't run and hide and say, this is affecting my baby. I don't know. But all I know, she wanted to take him down and she wasn't honest. And because you're not honest, there was a gap in it.
Yes.
And they found the truth because people start talking. I would be livid if I was hearing a story and I was in it and this is what she did to me and you're blaming it all on another man. I was there like, oh, you're telling my story, you're lying. It would be hard for me to sit on that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right? So I get women's lib, but women, let's be liberal and be honest.
Yes.
Let's just say it. Just be fair about it. You know, many women be breaking their necks to go and talk to Tasha K just to tell their story.
Yes.
Men and women.
Yes.
Because they need to be heard. And she gives them a platform to do it.
Yes.
I'm not just saying that because I've been talking about Tasha K, but it just seems like Tasha has turned over a new leaf. After right. Carly B, she's really mindful now because she care. She care about her business. She really don't want to go down. She knows the repercussions of this. She had to learn. Am I right?
Yep, she had to learn.
You know, she's telling a story. So listen. So these men have a right.
They do.
To tell their story. And if she's lying under oath. And she's afraid that Diddy is going to come and take them. Because you know you was lying.
Yes, under immunity.
Under immunity. All of them was under immunity.
Yes.
But what I'm wondering, so her husband now, he realizes that she's been out there. She did all this. You mean you ain't think about no STDs? Hepatitis?
Right. And if
AIDS?
And if one of the...
Or HIV.
Exactly. And if one of them are claiming so to be true that they have gotten an STD from Cassandra, how do we know that her husband hasn't contracted something himself?
They was playing... Look, I mean, they were S&M. You know, peeing in your mouth and all. Oh, that can make you very ill.
Yes.
That's waste. Let's see what's going on in their marriage.
Yes,
because I don't understand why is he so shocked. I don't get it.
Right.
Because I'm sure after being so long in that, it has to show up in the bedroom.
Empress. The way he claims is that he knew, but he didn't know to that extent. He's seeing like a whole new world. He was like, oh, she didn't give me the full story.
I wonder what they like in the bed, because obviously she's turned on by transsexual men.
You're
Not
right.
transsexual men.
I mean, in
gay
a way.
men.
Yeah, because they're feminine.
I think she's turned on by gay men. And you know, when I was younger, when I was in my 20s in a salon, I heard someone say, I can't say what they used to call them back in the day, but back in the day, this is a derogatory word, but they used to call them F-hags.
Like you read my mind, I was thinking that.
F-hags. That's what they were called, right?
Yeah.
We can't say that word today, but that's what those women were called. And I see, that's what I see in her. And all the women that loved them, even the one that died,
Yes.
Kim Porter.
Yes, Kim Porter.
They were F-hags. They like gay men. There are women, because I work with one, who love gay men. They fall in love with gay men. They love them. They literally love them. They love the sex with them. They love the whatever their man do. It's so many of them out there that love gay men. And that's another thing we don't want to talk about.
That's true.
It's a lot of them out there that love it, married to them. You understand?
That's honestly true now that you mention it. I never put two and two together now that you've said it.
Yeah. And I asked her, I said, do he have sex with you? And she said, yes. I'll never forget it. I said it's because she said, make good love. I bet he does.
I bet he does.
I bet he does. He know how to please both
Exactly.
from all ends. I bet he does, you know?
Fluid.
And I'm sure the women too. They might be good lovers because they mess with women
and
men.
Yes, if you can master both. One's already enough to handle.
I'm prudish. So I'm prudish. And honestly, no, this is love, but what's her name? Tasha K is prudish.
Yes.
She's prudish when it comes down to sex in the bedroom. And I say that as a compliment because I'm prudish. I didn't know until I see what's all going on out in the world now. I'm like, yikes, the cupboards have been pulled back and now our wigs are off. Here we like this. And they show Diddy showing us. They show Shaw, what's his name? Shannon Shaw going into the details, how deep this can go. We've learned that there is coded, and that's what that guy who's suing her, Calvin Howard,
Clayton Howard.
Clayton said there are rules, and I was saying that there are words you can use. So there was a lot of jealousy in this relationship. She loved him. There's a lot going on. So anyway, with no further ado.
Yes, let's get into this.
Let's see this reading about this marriage. Let's see what it's going to reveal.
Like you say, is it live or is it Memorex?
I've already shuffled them over and over. If the death card showed up, just so you know. But I'm going to put it back here. And so people are asking a question. That's a prudish question. Prudish to say, do you really think that, how you think it's going to affect her? It's going to affect her. This is like, in the world that we live in, sexual behavior, sexual deviant behavior is like the worst crime next to taking someone's life.
That is true.
Remember, don't forget Pizzagate. Don't forget all the sexual things. It's the sexual. As a matter of fact, we've seen a movie, and I forgot the name of it. We saw it yesterday, The Whole Wide World or whatever. And he says in the movie, this was taken back like in the 1930s or the 1940s. And he said, one day it's going to, what you say, what I'm saying is so prudish and so ridiculous or gross. They're going to pay money to see it. It's going to be people, it's going to be out there in your face. And this was back, and this was written. It was written in the modern day, but it took you back to the thinking of that time, which was back in the 40s. And we're living it.
That's true.
We're living it.
We are.
And so many of us didn't know how dark it was. So now we understand the sex trade.
Yes.
And in spite of everything, to me, that is personal pleasure. That's pleasure. How you want to get pleasured, how I want to get pleasure. Everyone would pay money if you needed to be satisfied, pleasured, and you had that ejaculation. It's priceless. It's God's gift to man.
Yes, that is true.
You know, and so definitely something that was so pure and beautiful that was stifled at one time, and in the stifleness became so freeing and liberated underground. And like all things become corrupt. And the more corrupt it is, the more people are drawn to it. And so this is why I asked the question for her husband, Cassie husband. You mean to tell me you go both ways? You know she was bisexual. You know that. And yet you didn't think of the repercussions of none of this?
Nope.
This is mind-blowing to me. It is mind-blowing to me.
You know, maybe he's just one of those people that have that new attitude. I'll accept you for whoever you are.
It's mind-blowing to me. So I see a Knight of Wands and I see a King of Pentacles. I don't even know how to make that. You know, I just want to take the card and they're not facing in the wrong direction. So what this makes me look like is in the relationship, she's probably more of the masculine one, more masculine. And the one with the money. And it just seemed like he was just a working man, working in the gym. I don't know what you call a bodybuilder or a coach that helps somebody get fit, a trainer, a fitness trainer. And she comes in with the money. And it just seems like she was more of the dominant one of the relationship. I can't imagine it being any other way.
I can't either.
I just can't imagine it. I think this is her. And I think this is him, the Knight, that fueled the fire, that fuel it, because she needs to be fueled.
She does.
She needs to be fueled. I think that she needs someone that needs to have sex. And when she needs to be satisfied, I think that she goes dark. I think that's just her way. And hey, no judgment. What you do in the bedroom, that's your own private. I'm not here to judge none of that. So I'm going to just leave that bedroom alone. But I definitely see a lot of fire and I see a lot of earth. So imagine fire shoots up, but fire is no good unless it has earth to land on. So, but yet I see earth and I see fire. So I see in a relationship, they have a strong sexual relationship. They have experienced some things together sexually. Okay. Yes, and together. That's why I'm kind of shocked that he's acting like you didn't know. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
Above that, I'm gonna go for here.
Especially because he was supporting her in the very beginning.
And there you go. The magician shows up right there. So it shows that he was in full support. He had a good idea of what this woman was into. I don't understand if this already wanting getting a divorce because you want some of that money. I don't know what this is. I don't know. And Cassie, I don't know. It's going to take a special kind of man to deal with you. I don't care how beautiful you are. It's going to take a special kind of man because it's going to deal with everybody dealing with they know who you had these escapades with. And it's going to take a special kind of man to love you where you are.
Yes.
Because you've been in places that a lot of people have not even experienced.
No.
And on her side, she's got money. So on his side, this was a come up. Being with her was a come up.
Fair enough.
Being with her, she come from money. She come from a life of leisure. She come from wealth. She come from exuberance.
Yep, she lived that lifestyle.
She lived the life of a queen. She didn't have to go out and find a man. She just put a call out, and then and she gets to pick who she wants to make love with and what she wants done. And then you had Diddy orchestrating it like he was performing a play because he liked his own porn.
Yes.
I'm just saying. Over top of him, You was not in the dark, my brother. There may have been a lot of things that you didn't understand, but you was not in the dark of it. Over her,
Interesting.
that is interesting indeed.
Maybe she feels as though at this very moment her hands are tied.
I do. I feel as though that she could have kept a lot of things secret from him, because this is the hangman. And he's hanging as a taking time out, hanging to get a better perspective, to see things in another way, not being totally honest because he's got his hands tied behind his back. Also, when you hanging up, in retrospect, the water is draining, your blood is draining to your head. But here, to stand up like that, to twirl like you see those people do that's a lot of training. Yes. So this is just somebody that's hung up by one foot, caught by one foot, by the tree she hang on, and also a moment of enlightenment. And I think he's having a hard time dealing with, when it says 10 men, it could have been more than 10 men. We don't know, and that's all irrelevant to me. Yes. The fact of the matter is that, how are you going to deal with this? How are you going to deal with it now that it is, and now that you know, and it doesn't get any better? It's going to go from worse to worse, because now you got somebody that says, I want to tell my story. He would have told it a long time ago, but nobody wouldn't want to touch it because they didn't want to make Cassie look bad. But now it's coming out and it's nothing you can do about it. So what, you want to end your marriage? You was the one for her going out there. You wanted her to tell a story. Exactly. And knowing sooner or later what you did, you slept with men, allegedly. This is what's out there.
Yep, that's what's out there.
So y'all was in this freaky stuff together. Most heterosexuals don't bring anybody in their relationship.
No.
Most people that's into swinging life, they go to the parties.
That's true.
I'm just saying. Here, we have a sword. So in spite of everything that you know, now you're going to act like you're naive. You're going to act like this is all new, like this is all a new beginning for me. I didn't know it was that deep. Come on, I'm not buying that. Or did you just close your eyes to that?
That could also be possible.
Here again, she's Mother Nature. She shows up as Mother Nature. She just had a baby, a lot of earth, a lot of earth, a lot of earth, a lot of earth on her. Grand earth. As she shows up as a king of pentacles. Then again, she shows up as the 9 of pentacles. She shows up again here as Venus herself, as in the 3, as the giver of life. And she has 3 children. Does she have a boy or she has girls?
2 girls, 1 boy, and she's a Virgo. And a Virgo's an earth sign. So I thought she was a Capricorn, but with
I didn't know she was a Virgo, really. I thought that she was more of a water sign.
Oh, okay.
But that's good. She loved the finer things. And you see here, she shows up as the Empress. So she came into this relationship very strong, very well put together because of where she got. And I'm sure she introduced him to a life he didn't know.
I'm sure she did.
And now you came into, so what you're saying, what the cards are saying is you came into it innocently. You came into it like the swords, like I'm a kid. I don't know. I didn't know everything. I just trusted her. We had fun. Yep. She was the best. Our sex was awesome, but yet you had willpower. And you chose out of your own willpower. You was intrigued by the stuff she was bringing. Y'all shared some freaky stuff too. Because I don't believe that was cut off. That's just who she is.
Yeah, for real.
Now, I don't know about the urination part of it, but I do know now what y'all did is keeping you up. So you're looking at what y'all experienced versus what they are saying. And now you're doubting. Now you're having sleepless nights. Now you're questioning, who did I marry?
Yeah, exactly. That's how he feels.
What did I marry? People looking at me, my friends, my family. What? But you was the one that encouraged her to do this from allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Oh.
On her side, it's like the sun's coming out. But I also see this as an eliminator. So it just seems to me that she's going about, you think you having it hard. The sun, the illumination is about to really just bust her wide open. The sun is going to shine bright on her. What I mean, she's being illuminated. Mm-hmm. So what she did in the dark, and I believe that there is no coincidences. Yeah. She done did some stuff and it's coming to the light. Mm-hmm. And I believe that there are some things that is God's business. Oh. Here she is again, but here she is again as the queen, which is highly sexed, because the wands have to do with creativity. And the only way, and she's got you with 3 babies.
Yep.
Y'all been together for how long? 10 years? How long she been with him? Yep. But she's got you with babies. So you're going to leave your marriage? What you plan on doing now that you know the truth? So what?
They got married in 2019. So they've been together for 4 years.
And in the 4 years, she's having baby after baby, as if to say, I got to hold on to you, trap you, to make it hard for you to leave. Mm-hmm. That's what it looks like to me. You leave out this one relationship, yeah. Then you go into another relationship, and now you just had your 3rd baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
So it seems like she plotted. It seems to me. Mm-hmm. You've been married for what, 4 years?
5 years.
5 years and got 3 babies?
Yes.
It seemed like somebody just was ready to just say, I'm ready to go on with my life. And but because the sun shows up, the sun is an illuminator. The sun is an exposer because it's in the light. Mm-hmm. Here, if you thought you got it bad, it's about to get real bright. It's about to get real dark. Dark in a bright place. And what you going to do about it? Because she's highly sexed.
Yeah. Like they say, it's only in the darkness that the stars are able to shine.
Only in the darkness. Mm-hmm. So she's about to be illuminated. Yep. And what you going to do? If you're falling apart now, what you going to do when you hear his story? If you haven't heard it, what you going to do if somebody else come? Mm-hmm. What you going to do? I'm just curious about that. Do you understand what I'm asking?
Yes, I do understand.
You wanted her to be exposed. So now you got the money, but now y'all got it, y'all rich, but it don't mean nothing, do it? Mm-mm. Because now you got to live with the consequences. How she's got to live with this the rest of her life. But at the end of the day, she was a high class prostitute. Mm-hmm. And that's always going to be in her favor. Always. What do you mean? Because she was with the diddler.
Yeah.
She was with high class, but the people she slept with was low class. Low class. What do you mean? Not in a bad way, but they were prostitutes. Mm-hmm. That's the way they felt like that's the only way they can make money.
That's true.
Maybe someone was coming out of jail. Maybe, who knows? Maybe they wanted to have modeling careers. Mm-hmm. They wanted a car. Who knows? But that, $5,000 a pop.
Yeah.
And you mastered holding back your ejaculations. You're a man's man with a man's size that she's looking for. Yeah. Don't matter what you look like. Mm-hmm. I mean, did they vet them and see where they clean?
Oh, that's a good
all
question.
Those things. Were they examined? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a lot of questions.
There is a lot of questions.
And then there's a question that's going around that did he have HIV? Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's true, but obviously she doesn't because she had 3 kids. But you can have kids and have HIV because Magic Johnson, who is that? The gay guy, he's gay. His father is a football player. He used to be out there a lot. I can't think of his name anymore. But he turned over. What's his name? That's about the beat.
Was this back in
Magic?
the 80s?
Magic Johnson.
Jerry Smith?
No, he's a basketball player.
Oh.
Magic Johnson, I think who it was. Michael Jordan? No, I don't think it was Michael Jordan.
Typed in the wrong sport.
I think it's basketball.
Ervon Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson. And they had children. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. but it just leaves all of this pot of worms of debauchery
Yes.
open. I'm not going to say this. Cockroaches. That's how I see it. Like,
Okay.
everybody's going to crawl out the wood. All these broken men, these men that's broken, that's been into this, that's been into this world. Some of them just in there for a short time, and some of them in there for as long as it carries me. They have mastered sex. They mastered it. Do you understand?
Yes, I do understand.
And they like cockroaches. So what are you going to do? Do you think if somebody going to get it, or is she going to settle out of court?
Okay.
If I was her, I would settle out of court.
Yes, please do, Cassie.
I would settle out of court. I'll give him a couple of million and settle out of court. I would settle out of court. I wouldn't even want this to go to court. This is mine, because it's going to get ugly.
It will.
It's going to get ugly. And now you got the people's court that's all in this. And many of them are on your side. But many of them haven't heard, what's their name?
Clayton Howard.
Clayton Howard. I heard Clayton Howard and another. So all I'm saying is, if you don't want the cockroaches coming out, you better not take this to court. Settle out of court. Settle out of court. Make him an offer. Offer him $3 million. Settle out of court.
Yes.
Settle. Don't. You were so much of an advocate for her to take it to court. Now you can't handle it. And if you can't handle that, you're certainly going to have a hard time handling this man if you haven't heard him. And I don't know what it's going to look like when they go to trial, because it's going to be a lot. I'm telling you, Cassie, settle this, pay that man, and get rid of it. Because this has seemed a little bit more than money. This seemed like more than a money grab. This just seemed like somebody feels like the guy that's doing it, in my opinion, feel like they're out to say, you're a liar and you need to be exposed.
Yes.
You tainted me.
Yeah.
You soiled me. And you can't get away with that.
Yes.
And you can't blame Diddy for my story. And if you want to get rid of him, you should settle out of court.
Yes.
For whatever reason, I just wouldn't go there, especially because your husband can't handle it. And you got 3 babies and you don't want him out there. I'm just saying, settle out of court. Is there anything you're saying? Because here, when I see cockroaches, they're resilient. They are. They're adaptable. They are survivors. You understand? They have the cockroaches. Something I read about them is like they're resilient.
Yes.
These are the low. I'm not saying, okay, I think that's where I'm at. Let me just say what I feel.
Okay.
I was told that anybody work in the sex industry,
That's
either
true.
making movies or either doing sex, they are low. And the thing with cockroaches is they have the power to overcome any kind of adversity, and they can thrive. This is why I think we call them low lives, because they are people that know how to survive when there is nothing with their bodies. I think it's amazing.
It is. That's
Because
resilience.
that's resilient. If this is all I got, if all I got is my phallus, and that's what I got, I'm going to make it be the best phallus. I'm going to make sure I satisfy. I'm going to slay. If I got this body, I'm going to make sure this body works. And you got men out there. And that's why I was taught to stay away from that life, because that's the life of drugs. That's the life of alcohol. That's the life of it, dealing with spirits, dealing with energy, negative and positive. And that's the world she was in with the Diddler. That's where she was. I like that name for him, the Diddler.
Okay.
Because it seems something like a magician. But what I admire about him, for me, about Diddy, he never opened his mouth.
That's true.
I admire that. Not that he should or he shouldn't. Just that he's been quiet.
That loyalty.
That loyalty. No matter what. He's been loyal. And yet, as you see how heavy it is, because now her husband is speaking and crying out and asking, did he get duped by his wife?
Yep.
Because now you sounding like the other brother that's saying, wait a minute, she duped me. Now you coming out like she duped me.
Is Cassie the great pretender?
Because Cassie is the great. She's good at what she does. Did he train her well? All these are number powerful cards.
That is true.
Every last one of them. Power card. Powerful card. Don't her pretty looks get her by. You look at her looks and you don't look at how powerful she is. That's why when the sun is shining and it's illuminating on her, the only card that is not written like all these cards, all these powerful people, hold them. Just want you to see something here. All of them are illuminated by the sun.
Oh, they are.
Look at that. And now at the very end, put them back where I got them from here. Now at the very end, this is the only one that have that blue.
That's true.
A contemplation. It changes. And this is a queen here. This is a queen. So therefore, she's getting ready to go through some dark changes. If something happened, contemplation, what I say, inner peace. So she don't have no inner peace right now.
I bet she does.
She don't have no inner peace because the sun is shining on her. The lightness, she's being illuminated. You know, why didn't she just walk away? I've asked that. I'm like, if I got 20 million and 10 million from the hotel, I walk away with 30 million, pay my taxes, whatever. I'm going to live a life of ease. I'm not going to be going to talk to nobody. I'm pregnant. It's a health risk.
Yeah, for real.
But so she said, I'm scared. Yeah, you're scared. That's your conscience. And even though a lot of people say, you're just against the woman. No, I'm not. I just that's not a life I live. So it's not a life that I can protect.
Yeah.
I can't protect the life of debauchery if I've never lived in it. I was raised that that's low life. I was raised that that's not the life for a lady. However, she's a lady, she's pretty, and it just seems like even with Shannon Shaw, it's a lot of young girls, pretty girls get caught up in it. Let's talk about it.
Yes, they do.
I never did it. I never wanted to be. I'm always scared of the disease. And then the only thing I was scared of is two things.
Okay.
Gonorrhea and crabs. Because I didn't know that much about all the other ones.
Okay.
But that was my fear in my day. And then when they brought AIDS and I saw the devastation of AIDS in the 80s, so many great people, so many great people, great gay and straight, but mainly it was a lot of gay men, a lot gay. I'm telling you, children was even born in it. It was a rough time. And so that changed the direction of Americans and how we participated in sex.
Okay.
It changed us all. It wasn't no more free love out there, sleeping with anybody whenever you felt like it. So back in the 90s, it was a new age, a new time. We had just came away from AIDS and AIDS is still kicking. Some of us, everybody probably on this watching this have probably had somebody who died of AIDS.
Oh, okay.
You know somebody or somebody in your family. So this was it. And so now we have the 90s. And so she's been in this all of her 20th century. All of the 20th century.
Yep.
The 21st century. She's been into this. She's been into this. And I don't know what her husband thought. And if this go to court, there's going to be so many, I'm saying so many roaches, cockroaches. And I don't mean it in a bad way. But I think you should settle out and don't let this go to court. Don't let it for your kids' sake. What do you think?
Yeah, that's true.
If anybody giving you any advice, you get a lawyer, you pay a lawyer, and don't settle. Settle out of court with this man and walk away.
Yes.
Walk away because it's about to get hot in her. Okay? And I don't think your husband, it's a very dark time for him. I don't know what kind of man he is. But this thing is stressed him out because he's going to be revealed too. And his darkness is going to come out as well. So please, it's already coming out. So all I'm saying is, from what I'm gathering out of this card, Cassie, pay and get out of this. What you suggest? Your husband can't handle it.
No.
And if he think what he heard was bad, what he's about to hear is going to blow his socks off.
Yes.
He's not going to be able to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's never going to see you the same.
No.
Never. Because as much as I love a person, when the directory of it changes, you could love somebody,
Mm-hmm.
but when something devastating changes, it also can change what the person feel about you too. And I don't know how you got him, how you grabbed him, whatever, but I say he's too fragile for this. What do you think, baby Chrome?
Yes, most definitely. From the appearance that he's giving us.
He's freaking out. And from what we understood, or what I understood, you was the one that encouraged her to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you did, now it's out. Now it's her turn because she wasn't honest. Had she just taken the money and walked away and not tried to put Diddy under the table because he didn't want her, and maybe she didn't, she settled for you.
Sure.
We don't know. But now she's about to be illuminated. And you're not going to like what you see. Here, I see things about get hot in here. I just said
yes,
hot
you
in
just
here.
said.
It's got to get hot in here. Hot. Baby Corn, what was your question?
My question was, what is going to be the outcome for Cassie and his marriage?
Do you want me to just take random? Do you want me to do anything or take from the top? How you want me?
Sure. Yeah, take from the top. No, split in the middle.
Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's good enough.
A mountain. This is about to be an obstacle. This is about to be a block. This is something that's going to really rock you. This is going to be challenged. You're not going to be able to handle it. The cards are saying you're not going to be able to handle it. You're not going to be able to handle it. And it just seems like to me, this might give this man a nervous breakdown.
Oh, okay.
And your outcome card? Deception, lies. You've been lied to, brother.
Yes, you have.
You have been deceived. She wasn't honest with you, just like she wasn't honest with those men. I'm reading cards.
Yep,
don't be mad at me. Be mad at Miss Barney. And don't be mad at my sister. She's just telling me from her angle, from her viewpoint. But there is a lot of deceptions going on. She was not honest with you. She wasn't honest about a lot of things. And this is why these men are coming out. They had enough. And you can't blame Diddy. And that's the only reason why she didn't want Diddy to come out, because she thought that he was going to take her out because she was lying. But unfortunately, that's not the case at all. He paid her to be quiet, but she chose to come out anyway. Was she forced? Whatever they told her, whatever. She had the money. She should have just kept quiet.
She should have.
And I'm saying to her now, right now, you've been deceived. As her husband, according to the cards, allegedly, she lied to you about a lot of things. And you're going to have to accept that. I don't know how your marriage is going to ever be the same. Ever. Because hearing is one thing. Being able to see it is another.
That's true.
And I'm telling you, if I were you all, I think y'all should settle and leave this alone. And with that being said, you have any more questions?
Nope. I think those oracle cards summed up that reading just right.
This is not good.
No.
This is not going to look good in her favor. Even if she walked away and didn't have to pay anything, this is going to scar. She's got a bad look.
She does.
And but because she was a high call girl, she just gave us into the world of this S&M debauchery world. She just took the world in. Now we're not ignorant.
Nope.
Now we see what they go through. Now we know the only difference is she wasn't forced. She did it because she wanted to. And she had her own times where she did it because she needed to be satisfied.
Yes.
And that's something, my friend,
Take days.
you're going to have to deal with it. But a lot of that showed up in the bedroom, and you know it. You're not that blind. You just need to see what is. Now that the blinders are off, now you can see it, and now you're doubting, and now you're insecure.
Yes.
What you going to do with it, I don't know. But she needs you more than ever. And I suggest work it out.
Yep, true.
And that's my reading.
For thick or for thin, you know.
What you say?
I said for thick or for thin, for better or for poor.
For better, for worse, rich or poor.
Thank you.
Work it out. Because you got 3 kids, and y'all going to have to shelter the kids from this. And whatever's in her DNA is in those kids' DNA too.
And she gave birth to 2 girls.
And 1 boy.
Mm-hmm.
What a well balanced. Because she needs to work out some things with some women, with girls. That's why she have to raise girls. And you have a boy. So you're going to have to work out some things with boys. So all I got to say, this was a powerful read. I hope I did it justice.
You did.
So I got it off my conscience. Anything else that I have to say, I'll come back and read again. But right now, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or you want to add to what I said, please do. I'm just saying from where I'm sitting and what I'm looking at it for this man who is devastated by what he heard because he realized he's been deceived too, just like those other brothers. So you're going to have to deal with it. Suck it up, buttercup.
Yep.
You're married to it. And you got 3 kids. What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm. When they come for you,
you're gonna have to walk around with your head hanging down, pull that head up, and deal with this.
Yes.
And with my reading, that's all I got to say. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up.
I sure did.
If you want to leave a comment, leave one down below. I do answer. Baby Crone, take us out.
Yes, I'm glad that you was very inspired to do this reading on Cassie today. The energy was hot, and I see why, because this was juicy and good.
Was it juicy?
Mm-hmm, it was.
Okay.
Yes. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as Baby Crone did. So please give this video a like and share it if you haven't shared it already with somebody that is into the Cassie or who might not know that Cassie is getting sued or who does not know that there's something going on between Cassie and her current husband.
He's having a hard time.
Mm-hmm.
This is really wrecking their marriage.
Yeah.
He's devastated. But I have a pause because here you can see that he has strong will in this. He was willing. He wanted her. He was defending her. He felt deceived. But when he came in like a dashing child, like what do I call those people? I said they saved the day.
A rescue ranger.
Yeah, he came in like her rescue ranger, her mental rescue ranger, and he's the wind beneath her wings, and he's going to save the day. And now he needs saving. Mm-hmm. What is your question?
I didn't have a question.
Statement.
Yes, I had a statement, maybe a different play and perspective on the magician. Mm-hmm. What if?
Okay.
He just so happened to like manifest Cassie. Like Cassie was like his dream girl. He was like, I want this kind of.
Yeah, he was in that Hollywood life.
Mm-hmm.
He
so to finally get her
right. Mm-hmm. She was high life. You know, she came in fancy. That's where she's from. She still got elegance all over her. She's been on TV. She's been in movies. She's been in videos. She's been. So he got the prize. Mm-hmm. But he don't know what he got.
That's true.
He didn't get a booby.
Nope.
You know, like a booby prize. I'm not putting it down like that. What he got was a high class prostitute.
Yeah.
A whore. Mm-hmm. Who got paid for sex.
Yep.
Pleasing Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that was.
Yep.
Whatever that was, she pleased him.
Mm-hmm. Pleased him and herself.
And we want to blame Diddy? No. I mean, I'm just starting to understand that that's just a part of the sex world. That's how I'm seeing it now. I don't judge it. It's just not me. I realize I'm prudish.
Yeah,
I'm a prude, and I like being a prude. I'm just regular smegular.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
That's freaky to me, but not to what I've been exposed to in 2025. but it's been here all along.
Yes, that's true. It's just
And
getting
it's
louder.
coming to the light.
Hmm.
That's because they're saying it needs rules and regulations.
It does.
And in some countries, this stuff, they marry children at 10 years old.
That's true. That's what's
13.
going on.
And this country is fighting against it. But it's already there. You know?
Yes.
Is there anything you want to say?
No. With that being said, yes. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed all that. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It would really mean a lot to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Please continue to support us.
Please.
Please let us know if you enjoyed this reading on Cassie. For real, for real.
Real. Any questions, anything you like, please let me know. I thank you so much. I thank you in advance. And please become a sunflower and spread that love and peace in the world. And remember, raise your vibration. You know, if this world is not what you want to be a part of, don't even go in it. Don't.
Yes.
I feel like now, after everything I've learned, I think stripping is a gateway to enter into this world. And I think the prettier you are, the more your body is what they want.
That's true.
The more you can move up in the system. Is this what you want?
Pretty
this
privilege.
Is just one, but they pretty privilege. And I think this is what pretty privilege is about. It's like pretty privilege want to get there too. And they're willing to sell the pretty parts of them to get there.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, many of them make the money, but they are scarred. For
Yes.
life. And with that being said, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it?
Exactly.
And that's up to each individual. You manifested it. You got it. You was working around it for whatever reason. Now it came to you. Now you're looking at it and go, oh my God, it's too late. You 3 kids in now.
Yeah.
You're on that number 5, right? And that number 5 means that's when's trouble. This is the testing of your love for her. Do you love her, or are you going to just divorce her and get a cut of the money? We'll soon see.
Yep.
That's where I stand with this. And I say nothing. And on Cassie, I don't know what led you there, how you got there, but you got out, stay out. And that's my read. And all I have to say to you,
Sunflowers.